Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a rematch against Konan from battle number 51. This is a guy in real life and yet another tough opponent I got off of Discord. And as you can see, he has a very strong and well-balanced team there, so it should definitely be another good match, and we're going to get into it. So, looking at the team preview, I really wasn't sure what he was going to want to lead with, as he actually ends up leading with the Serena. I decided to lead with my Registeel Iron Man. So, turn one, he is just going to go straight for the high jump kick, trying to get as much damage as possible, but I am max HP, so that is going to take me down by a little less than half, which was not bad, as I am just going to go for the Stealth Rock in return to get the entry hazard set up on him early, and then I am going to regain some health with the leftovers. So this turn I am going to go for the switch. I know I could survive another high jump kick, but I really don't have anything to do to this thing with Registeel, so I'm going to come in with my Wheezing, as he does go for the rapid spin, which is not going to do much damage, but it is going to get rid of my Stealth Rock, which is quite unfortunate, as I do regain that health with the Black Sludge. So this turn he is going to go for the switch. Probably doesn't have any good moves for the Wheezing, so he is going to come in with the Registeel of his own, as I decided to go for the Flamethrower just in case he wanted to switch. Even so, that is only going to take this thing down by about a quarter, and then he is going to regain some health with the leftovers. So then I'm going to go for the switch here. Not much else I can do to this thing with the Wheezing, so I'm going to switch right back into my own Registeel, as he actually goes for the Thunder Wave, which is going to paralyze me and slow me down. And then we are both going to regain some health with the leftovers once again. So this turn, he is actually going to go for the switch. I'm guessing he didn't have any good moves for me, so he's going to come in with the Serena, as I actually just go for the Stealth Rock once again to get that entry hazard set up on him. And then I'm going to regain more health with the leftovers. So this turn, he is going to go for the rapid spin once again, which isn't going to do much of anything, but is going to remove the rocks from his side of the field once again. I stayed in kind of predicting that, and I went for the Iron Head just to get some damage on this thing. Unfortunately, it only takes it down by about a quarter, and then he is going to regain some health with the leftovers as well, as I am going to regain even more health with my leftovers too. So this turn I am going to go for the switch, predicting a high jump kick. I don't want to get hit with another one of those, so I'm going to come back in with the Wheezing, as he does go for the high jump kick this time, so not going to do much of anything there to me. I am max physical defense. So he is going to regain more health with the leftovers, as I am going to regain some health from the Black Sludge. So here he is going to go for the switch yet again, this time into his Blastoise. Doesn't want to take an attack from me, and I am just going to go for the Flamethrower again, hoping he would switch back into the Registeel, but not going to do anything there to the Blastoise, but I do get the burn, which was pretty nice. I'm going to regain more health with the Black Sludge, as he is going to take some damage from the burn. So I am going to go for the switch yet again this turn. Not much else I can do to the Blastoise with Wheezing, so I'm going to come in with my own Blastoise, as he actually goes for the Mega Evolution into Mega Blastoise. And he's going to go for the Water Pulse. Of course, it is stabbed and boosted by the Mega Launcher ability. Even so, not going to do much damage to me, but he does get the Confusion, which is unfortunate, and then he is going to take some more damage from the burn. So this turn I am going to go for my Mega Evolution into Mega Blastoise as well. So a battle of the Blastoises here. He is going to win the speed tie, though, unfortunately, and hit me with a Dark Pulse, dropping me down to about a third of my health. I am confused, but I break through the confusion, and I am going to fire off a Scald. I was actually predicting a switch on his side, so I'm not going to do much of any damage there to him, but then he is going to take some more damage from the burn, leaving him at about half health. So, unfortunately, again, he is going to win the speed tie this turn, which does suck for me. That is going to allow him to go for one more Dark Pulse to take out my Blastoise and drop me down to 5 Pokemon, as he does take more damage from the burn. So now I'm going to come in with my Noivern Sonic, and that is going to force him to switch. He doesn't want to get taken out, by any type of attack. So he's going to come in with the Florges, predicting the Dragon move, but I'm going to go for the Boom Burst instead, predicting the switch. That is going to take him down by about a third, since I am Choice Spexed, and then he is going to regain some health with the Leftovers. So this turn I have no choice but to switch out. I know I'm not going to take this thing out with another attack, so I'm going to switch right back into my Wheezing, as he actually goes for the Aromatherapy, and that is going to cure the burn on the Blastoise on his side, so he won't be taking any more residual damage from that, and then he is going to regain some health with the Leftovers, as I am going to regain some health with the Black Sludge. So this turn, he is going to stay in here, actually, and go for the Wish to get some health restoration for one of his Pokemon next turn. I actually predicted a switch, so I did go for the Flamethrower. Not going to do much of anything there to him. And then he is going to regain more health with the Leftovers, as I do regain the rest of my health with the Black Sludge. So this turn, he is going to go for the switch back into his Blastoise, trying to get the Wish to heal that thing. I did just decide to go for the Toxic to go ahead and get a Poison on whatever he switched in. So that is going to land to badly poison the Blastoise, which is nice. But unfortunately, the Wish is going to put him all the way back up to almost full health. But then he is going to take some damage from the Poison. So then I am going to go for the switch once again this turn. I don't want to take a special attack from this thing, so I'm going to come back in with my Noivern, predicting the Water move, as he does go for the Water Pulse again. So that is going to take me down by only about a quarter, which was not bad, as he does take more damage from the Poison. So I am actually going to double switch him this turn, predicting a switch on his side. So I decided to switch in with my Registeel once again, actually predicting the Florges, but he actually switches into his own Registeel once again as well. So we are both going to regain some health with our Leftovers once again, as the battle of the Registeels continues. So, he is going to outspeed me, of course, because I am paralyzed. He is just going to go for the Stealth Rock to get the entry hazard set up on my side of the field, as I decided to go for the Earthquake on him instead to get as much damage as possible. That is going to take him down to a little more than half, which was not too bad. And then we are both going to regain even more health from our Leftovers. So this turn, he is going to go for the switch once again. Doesn't want to take another attack from me, so he's going to come in with the Golisopod, as I just take this opportunity to go for the Stealth Rock once more to get the entry hazard set up on him yet again. And then I am going to regain even more health with the Leftovers. So he is actually going to go for a Swords Dance this turn to go ahead and get that sharp attack increase, trying to set up for a potential sweep on me. I did stay in, but unfortunately I do get fully paralyzed this turn, so nothing I can do. But I am going to regain some more health with the Leftovers. So this turn, he is going to go for the Liquidation, trying to get as much damage as possible. That is going to knock me down to about a quarter health, but I do survive. He does take some Life Orb recoil damage, and I am going to go for a Rock Slide in return, trying to get as much damage as possible. Not going to do a whole lot to this thing, unfortunately, as I am going to regain more health with the Leftovers. So this turn, he is just going to go for the Liquidation one more time. I didn't really have a good switch here, so I just decided to stay in and let him take out my Registeel and drop me down to 4 Pokemon, as he does take more damage from the Life Orb. So then I am going to come in with my Kecleon, the Karma Chameleon. I am going to take some damage from the rocks, and I am going to go for the Fake Out here, which is actually going to be enough to trip his emergency exit, which is great. That is going to switch him into his Serena, and then he is going to take some damage from the rocks, and then regain some more health with the Leftovers. So this turn, I have no choice but to switch out. I don't want to get taken out with a fighting attack from this thing, so I am going to come back in with the Wheezing, predicting that I am going to take more damage from the rocks, but he actually just goes for the Rapid Spin once again. Actually gets a crit, not that it mattered, but it is going to once more remove the Stealth Rock from his side of the field, as he is going to regain more health with the Leftovers, and I am going to regain more health with the Black Sludge. So he is going to go for the switch once again this turn, directly back into his Florges, but I actually decided to go for the Sludge Bomb straight away this time, which was great. That is going to knock this thing into the red, but it does survive, and I do actually get the poison, which was nice, as he is going to regain some health with the leftovers. I'm going to regain more health with the Black Sludge, and he is going to take some damage from the poison, which he just barely survives. So this turn, he is going to go for the Aromatherapy once again, unfortunately. That is going to cure the poison on both the Florges and the Blastoise, which does suck, but I am just going to fire off one more Flamethrower just in case he decided to switch, which is going to be enough to finish off the Florges, finally dropping him down to 5 Pokemon, as I do regain more health with the Black Sludge. So this turn, he is going to come back in with the Blastoise, and that is going to force me to switch once again. I don't want to take a special attack from this thing, so I'm going to come in with my Noivern and take more damage from the rocks. Unfortunately for me, he does make a great play and predicts the switch, goes for the Ice Beam, and that is going to be enough to take me out, dropping me down to 3 Pokemon with a crit that definitely did not matter there. So then I'm going to come in with my Electivire, the Yeti, and take some damage from the rocks. So he is going to go for the switch here, doesn't want to get taken out with an electric attack, so he's going to come in with the Serena, predicting that, but I did actually predict the switch this time and go for the Ice Punch, which is going to take this thing down to about a quarter health, which was nice. I'm going to take some Life Orb recoil damage, and he is going to regain some health from the leftovers, but that's okay because it is definitely not going to be enough to survive another Ice Punch. I know I'm going to outspeed this thing since I am max speed, so I'm just going to go for that one more time to finish off the Serena, finally dropping him down to 4 Pokemon as I do take more Life Orb damage. So then he is going to come back in with the Golisopod, and I am going to go for the switch here. I know this thing carries a ton of priority moves, and I don't want to take the attack with Electivire, so I'm going to come back in with my Weezing and take more damage from the rocks as he does go for an Aqua Jet. Not going to do much to me since I am max physical defense. He is going to take more damage from the Life Orb as I heal with the Black Sludge once again. This turn I am going to outspeed him and just go for a Sludge Bomb, which is going to be more than enough to finish off the Golisopod, dropping him down to 3 Pokemon as I do regain more health with the Black Sludge yet again. So then he is going to come in with the Flygon, and he is actually going to go straight for the Dragon Dance here to get that attack and speed increase, trying to set up on me once again. I am just going to go for the Toxic here to go ahead and get him badly poisoned to try and limit the amount of turns he can stay in. So I am going to regain even more health with the Black Sludge as he is going to take some damage from the poison. So this turn, he is going to go for the Dragon Claw. That is going to knock me all the way down to about a quarter health, but I do survive. He's going to take some Life Orb damage, and I am just going to go for a Sludge Bomb here to try and get some chip damage on this thing. Leaves it at a little over half health. I do regain more health with the Black Sludge as he does take more damage from the poison. Not really going to matter, though, since he is just going to go for one more Dragon Claw, which is going to be more than enough to finish off my Weezing and drop me down to just 2 Pokemon, as he does take more damage from the Life Orb and the poison, leaving him in the red this time. So then I am going to come back in with my Kecleon and take some more damage from the rocks. And he is actually going to go for the switch here, does want to save his Flygon still, so he's going to come back in with the Registeel yet again, as I did just go for the Fake Out, hoping he would stay in, so not going to do much of anything there. And then he is going to regain some health with the leftovers. So this turn, he is just going to go for a Seismic Toss, which is going to get a guaranteed 50 damage on me. That leaves me with about a third of my health, but that's okay. I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch in return. The Protean is going to change me to a Mono Fighting type, and that is going to knock him all the way down into the red, as it is going to put me back up to about 2/3 health as well. And he is going to regain some more health with the leftovers. So this turn he decides to go for the Thunder Wave rather than attack, to go ahead and get me paralyzed and slow me down, as I am just going to go for one more Drain Punch, which is going to be more than enough this time to finish off the Registeel and drop him down to 2 Pokemon, as I do regain some more health off of that as well. So then he is going to come back in with Flygon, and here he is actually going to double switch me. I'm not exactly sure why he came back with the Flygon in the first place, but He is going to come in with the Blastoise as I tried to Sucker Punch. That is going to fail, of course. This turn, he is going to go for the Aura Sphere, which is going to knock me down to about half health, but I am going to go for a Drain Punch in return, which is going to take him down to about a third health and heal me back up to about 3/4. So this turn, he is going to go for the Water Pulse, trying to get as much damage as possible. But I am max special defense with an Assault Vest, so I do take that pretty well. Hit him with another Drain Punch, this time dropping him into the red and putting me back up to about half health once again. So this turn, I am just going to go for the Sucker Punch again. The Protean is going to change me to a Dark type, so that is definitely going to be enough to finish off the Blastoise, dropping him down to just one Pokemon. So finally, he is going to come back in with Flygon, and he is definitely within range. I am going to go for the Sucker Punch one more time, and thankfully, Kecleon is immune to Parahacks. Apparently, that is going to finish off the Flygon, and that is game. So I won that one 2-0 against Konan, but that was a great game. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.